Hello everyone, welcome to Railworks. My name's James and today we'll be making a LBSCR E1, and since they're very similar, I have also made a Southern Railway E1 R class. But I won't be able to build this today because I've only got the one chassis to build it off. But just to put the few differences that you have to do, it's basically use the same chassis, which is a Farish Jinty chassis, and then for the back here would need to change the rear from a standard coupling to a pony truck with a coupling on it as well. Probably going to be using the originally planned to use the Depot 4500 class chassis, but that's a bit too small this way. Do you need to put this back together and glue things back on? But I will be using something like this pony truck here on the back of it. That's the plan, but I won't be doing that today. So I'll be putting the R1, not the R1, the E1 R over there, and I'll just be putting this together. And yeah, since I've already done most of the work, there won't be any scaffolding this time because I'm removing that before curing just to make sure it cures a bit more better, so that should help my warping issues. And yeah, I've already done most of the work. The only thing that you really have to do is just a bit of filing around here, around the smoke boxes to make sure there's enough clearance, and maybe around where the door is, just so that it doesn't foul this rear wheel. And yeah, as with most of my other 060s, you'll be mounting the chassis backwards from how the Jinty would have it, because that's the only way you can get space. And also, there's very little space in this cab, unfortunately. But you should just be able to fit a very small decoder in there if you want. Otherwise, you just need to wire these into the screws here. Then you got DC. But that's what I'll be doing for now, because I haven't got any spare decoders. So, yeah, that's most of the work done anyway, because there's not really much else really. You should be watching the video up in the corner of me designing it, and along with the E1R. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going to do my usual bit of adding a bit more few bits of detail, painting it, and adding the transfers as well. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. It shouldn't take me too long. So in a bit. The London, Brighton and South Coast Railway E1 class were 060 steam locomotives designed by William Stroudley in 1874 for short-distance goods and piloting duties. They were originally classified E and generally known as E-tanks, but were reclassified E1 in the time of Douglas. The first 6 locomotives of this useful and long-lived class were built at Brighton and appeared in traffic between September 1874 and March 1875. They performed well, and further orders were placed at regular intervals until December 1891, when the class consisted of 80 locomotives and were used throughout the LBSCR system, principally for goods and shunting, but occasionally for secondary passenger duties. After 1894 and 1895, the class gradually began to be replaced by R.J. Bellington's radial tanks of the E3 and E4 classes. Withdrawals commenced in 1908, when one locomotive was broken up for spares, and others were drawn at intervals until May 1914, when the increased need for locomotives during the First World War meant that there was no further withdrawals. Under Southern Railway ownership, withdrawals continued until during the 1920s, with some examples sold to industrial railways rather than scrapped. 8 examples were also rebuilt as the 062 radial tank engines for use in the west of England. These were classified as the E1R class. One example, number B110, was sold in 1927 to the Cancock and Ruggley Colliery Company until 1963. After a withdrawal, it was bought for preservation and moved between several sites before restoration began in 1986, and it returned to action at the East Somerset Railway in 1993. In 2012, B110 was sold to the Isle of Wight Steam Railway in return for a LMS Ivet Class 2. The railway plans to restore the engine and run it as number W2 Yarmouth, which was the identity previously worn by one of the original Isle-of-Wight-based E1s. Right, here we are with the E1 class now on my layout, and it's turned out rather nice. There's a few bits which I still need to finish, mainly just so that it can all be glued all together quite neatly. It's basically just underneath there, just need a few bits of plastic art just to help prop it up. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty much done. Annoyed that I don't have a spare chassis, so I can't do the E1R, but that can be done for another day, so that can just live there for now. But let's use my battery, because I don't want to plug a water alloy in. As you can see, it runs quite well. If you can hear any noises, it's just the battery messing about with that, so don't worry about that. But yeah, you see it goes around quite nicely. And it's coming up now. There we go. There we go. So yes, got enough of Brighton tank to look forward to playing with. The only thing which I really want to do now is basically get another decoder just so I can chip it and well, so I can seal it up as well. But yeah, I think that shouldn't be too hard to put a little decoder inside it. So yeah, it shouldn't be that difficult. And then when I do get around to getting enough Jinty chassis, I'll get round to finishing off my E1R, so I can have another, well, somewhat Brighton tank to play with as well. So yeah, that'll come up in a following video at some point. Maybe I can get around to buying another chassis, but oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Do let me know what you think of it. These will be on sale, and also the E1R. Even though I can't build it just yet, I will be selling them in case anybody else wants to have a go at them. So yeah, quite happy with that. Printer's turned out rather nice now that hopefully got it all sorted out. And a little bit of warp, possibly. It may just be that the design is quite resilient. I'm still playing around with coaches. Anyway, like I said, do let me know what you think. If you do like it, feel free to let me know. If you don't like it, well, I hope you enjoy your day anyway, and I hope everyone takes care and has a lovely time. So yeah, I'll send off my E1, and I'll see you again next time. So take care now. Bye bye. There's the battery. There's the battery. Long way. Off we go. Bye bye now.